remiss if I didn't ask you your opinion on, use the term you want, undocumented immigrants, illegal aliens, use whatever term you prefer. I think they're interchangeable at this point. What are your thoughts and opinions on that and how you'd handle it as a governor?
Well, I think what President Trump is doing generally is really concerning. I think it's inconsistent with our values in this country. I'm glad our Attorney General has filed lawsuits to fight his executive orders on the Muslim ban and keeping refugees from coming here. And this is an issue where Governor Baker and I disagree. He opposed Syrian refugees coming to Massachusetts. I think that's wrong. I'm supporting the Safe Communities Act. It's legislation pending in the state legislature right now, which would basically ensure that our state and local law enforcement officials are focused on enforcing state and local laws, not doing the work of Donald Trump's immigration agency to enforce federal immigration laws. And that's what I support, and I think that's the right approach.
Well, folks, we can disagree with him, but he's honest, and I do appreciate that about Jay Gonzalez. Jay, talk about one or two of your other priorities here in the few minutes that we have left with you.
Well, one of my biggest priorities is early education and child care. I referenced it a little bit, but this is an issue where we are doing virtually nothing, and that could be game-changing for kids in our state, particularly lower-income kids. If they get access to good quality child care and preschool, there's lots of evidence that shows it's game-changing for them. They're much more likely to be successful in school and in higher graduation rates and higher incomes and better in life. And it's game-changing for their parents because it enables their parents to be able to go to work and support the family. And that's in everybody's interest. So this is something we're doing virtually nothing on. I put out a policy proposal that where I've committed by the end of my first term, every single child in this state would have access to affordable, quality child care and preschool by the end of my first term. And I think it is so important and such a big opportunity for us that we can't afford not to do it.
And what about what's your commitment? You've told us here before, but the train link from New Bedford into Boston, what's your commitment on that?
We got to do it. Southcoast Rail has been talked about for decades.
Right.
It's something the Patrick administration supported and I personally worked on when I was there. I'm concerned about the Baker administration's new approach. It's something I'm wanting to look at further and get a little smarter about, but I'm concerned that he's going to be pursuing an approach that results in a much longer commute that might end up making the train not really deliver on its promise for people on the South Coast, and so that's something I'm looking at. I think if we're going to do it, we need to do it right and need to do it in a way that's going to be really beneficial, have a great economic impact for New Bedford and the surrounding communities, and make it easy for people to get to the greater Boston area.
I want to thank you, Jay Gonzalez, for joining us here this morning on WBSM for Sunday Brunch. Jay, before you go, if someone's a Democrat or an independent, maybe even a Republican who's not happy with Charlie Baker, what's your website again? How do they reach you?
Website is jayforma.com, JAY4ma.com, where you can learn lots about me and our campaign and what we're about and how we're wanting us to aim higher and try to make real progress that's going to make a difference in people's lives.
Thank you so much for spending some time with us here on Sunday. I really appreciate it, Jay.
Thanks for the opportunity, Chris.
All right, we'll talk soon. Thanks.